Hello and welcome back to World of Warships Legends. I am Xarkun, and today I bring you a fantastic game in the Tier 6 IJN Destroyer Akatsuki, played for us today by Emrod 1989, PlayStation 4 player here. He wants me to tell you that he is always looking for players to division with, and maybe you, the audience who is watching this video, is also looking for players to division with. So watch this battle here, and, perhaps M might find himself with a couple more requests for divisions. I don't know. I will say that M here is going to demonstrate everything that this ship is capable of much better than I ever could. Looks like he's going to launch a blind salvo in the delta cap here, which is not, according to the best information at hand, occupied by any enemies yet. But that doesn't mean it won't be. So those torpedoes, a little bit of a fishing expedition, see if we can't snag one of those 3 enemy destroyers. Looks like we've got a battleship coming around the corner here, 2 of them actually. And I don't know if it's happened yet, I might have missed it, but M and the friendly cruiser here are pinging the friendly battleship for help. But he is declining their polite requests via the chat wheel, and he has turned completely around and is heading for Charlie, leaving only M in the Akatsuki and the friendly cruiser to deal with the 2 battleships and, let's face it, probably, since we haven't seen it, a destroyer coming this way. So that leaves this flank at a little bit of a disadvantage with, these 2 battleships coming around the corner, only a destroyer here and a cruiser. But let's see how M and his teammate handle it. M here in the cap, 33 seconds left until it is flipped and taken for the friendlies. Torpedoes in the water heading towards the Bayern. They're getting close now. They hit, and what? What? Did they? Looks like they caught little enemy destroyer there. Destroyed him right in his own smoke screen. Weren't even meant for him. But there we go. That's 1 red ship down on this flank. Only 2 battleships left to go. Friendly cruiser is firing upon that Bayern, who looks like he did take a nasty hit from that torpedo salvo. These Japanese torpedoes found on the Akatsuki here, they hit like absolute freight trains. Bayern looks like he is about to enter the cap circle. Possibly not the most advisable move, since he is going to be sailing between 2 islands here. And there is a confirmed torpedo threat in these waters. And if you're going to sail between 2 islands like this, you limit your ability to maneuver very much. So pretty easy for M here to line up a torpedo salvo. Looks like the first 2 sets of torpedoes are going to miss that Bayern, but that 3rd one is going to be on target. Yes, 1 there clips the Bayern in the bow. Does cause flooding. Looks like the damage is ticking up, but does the Bayern have his damage control ready to go? Yeah, looks like he does. Unfortunate, that flooding might have killed him. Possible that, no, M did not hit that other Bayern, judging by his health bar. So the flooding from his initial salvo of torpedoes must have been on the enemy Bayern there, or perhaps on the very unfortunate enemy destroyer. Now, the sad thing about this here is that the team is losing. These two battleships here only really appear to have that friendly cruiser who is sailing around behind M to shoot at, and he has managed to stay alive for quite a while now. He must be playing a pretty good game. He's laying down fire on these battleships here. Torpedoes look like they're going to catch the Bayern. 2 of them do, and shave off quite a bit of his health. Enemy cruiser still concentrating fire on him, hoping to light a fire now that the flooding has been caused. Doing well to stay alive for this long, especially being focused by 2 battleships. It's unfortunate that the friendly battleship declined the requests for help sent to him by M and his cruiser teammate here. If he had stayed on this flank, things might be going a little bit differently. Honestly, they might have gone differently for the course of this entire game. At least the Bayerns would have something else to shoot at. And obviously this cruiser player, who is still alive, still taking fire from the Bayerns, is a pretty good player. If a friendly battleship were here for support, this flank might have been cleared quite a bit quicker. Now, both of these Bayerns appear to be sailing in basically the same direction, around the corner of the island here. The first one has disappeared, but he should be reappearing at any moment. Kicking it into reverse now. We don't want to be spotted by the Bayern here. Not sure how close he's going to be when he shows back up 4.4 kilometers away. That is probably within the spotting range here. I don't know exactly what build M's got on his Akatsuki, but even a full concealment build, I don't think... Yep, he's spotted now, but he does have smoke ready to go. Bayern's guns are aimed at him. He fires, but at the friendly cruiser, and M there takes him out. Unfortunately, he does take out the friendly cruiser, which was an Omaha. Wow. An Omaha being shot at by 2 battleships and surviving that long. Great job on your part, sir. Whoever you are in the Omaha. Good job for surviving as long as you did and laying down fire on those 2 battleships. M, great job of supporting that guy. Unfortunately, he's just 1 ship, and, you know, it was only the 2 of them. Only 1 Bayern left, though, on this flank. So far, M here has killed both of the enemy ships on this flank. Bayern sailing around the corner here. Torpedoes are out. Nice spread, but the Bayern is making a sharp turn to port. He is definitely not an idiot. He's already been hit by the torpedoes once. He does not want to take another hit. So, M is looking like he's probably going to cut his losses here. Does fire the guns once, reminding us that the Akatsuki does indeed have guns. And, you know, a lot of players might not be inclined to shoot them very often. But keep in mind that, you know, while the Akatsuki's torpedoes do hit like freight trains, its guns hit like Volkswagen Beetles. I don't know if that's a good comparison. I mean, those are German and this is Japanese. But, you know, torpedoes hit like freight trains. Battleship guns hit like trucks. These little Japanese destroyer guns with their slow reload time, they hit like, you know, they're shooting little Volkswagen Beetles or something. I don't know. They don't underestimate them. They can hit pretty hard. They can do pretty nice damage. Torpedoes toward the Bayern. Also torpedoes from the friendly destroyer toward the Bayern. Friendly destroyer is spotted. One of the secondaries actually clips M there. Unfortunate. But look how fast those torpedoes are compared to the friendly destroyers. They reach the Bayern first. They take him out before the friendly destroyer's torpedoes even reach him. Wow. Fast Japanese torpedoes. The only downside about those torpedoes is they do have quite a long spotting range. I think they are detectable at 1.7 kilometers in the water, which I think is actually part of a nerf that was done to the Akatsuki. The Akatsuki is extremely powerful. Its main weapons, of course, are its torpedoes with their rapid reload and its incredible stealth, which is certainly the best at the tier. Possibly the best relative to its tier in the entire game, although I think the Kamikaze down at tier 4 would give it a run for its money. Anyway, very powerful ship, but the torpedoes can be spotted at a range of 1.7 kilometers. For comparison's sake, I think most of the other destroyers at tier 6, their torpedoes are spotted anywhere from a range of 1.3 to 1.1 kilometers, maybe? I might be getting the numbers wrong, but certainly 1.3 in that ballpark. So that's a significant distance, several seconds in reaction time. So the fact that these torpedoes can be spotted further out, gives the enemy more time to dodge them, which is unfortunate. That's why I kind of think perhaps, what? Are you kidding me? Another enemy destroyer down, ladies and gentlemen, taken down by torpedoes that were not even meant for him. How crazy. What a spot of fantastic luck here for I don't think those salvos were aimed purposely at those destroyers. If they were, then holy crap. But no, 2 destroyers taken out by 2 different torpedo salvos in this game. I mean, really, how often do you see that? You just don't. Enemy Scharnhorst coming this way. Torpedoes are back and ready to fire his way. So let's see. Looks like another masterful spread here by M, and this one looks like it's probably gonna be on target. It's unfortunate though. These torpedoes, they are on their way. They definitely are on target. They take down the enemy Scharnhorst. 5 kills. Kraken unleashed. 166,000 damage. Pausing here to secure this cap, but unfortunately the points deficit is quite huge still, about over 200 points, and ship count has been brought back to reasonable count here. It's now 3 versus 2, but effectively at the moment it is 3 versus 1. 3 ships against that friendly battleship, and under focus fire like that, we can bet that he's probably not going to survive for too much longer, and the only plausible path to victory here is unfortunately to kill all 3 enemy ships, and it is unlikely that M here is gonna be able to pull that off. Or is it unlikely? We'll see here. We're getting into the last sequence. We have got a very low health Pensacola sailing over there, and as I said, only plausible path to victory. These ships have got to die. We're not going to get torps on this guy in time. We need him for that battleship. So, opening up with the guns. Now, first salvo there takes down a bit of the Pensacola's health. Not quite enough to finish him. Will this one be enough? No, not quite. Pensacola, are his guns turning this way? Doesn't actually look like it. And, well, even if they were going to turn this way, they can't now. He is dead. 2 ships versus 2 ships. That enemy Scharnhorst is on quite a bit of health, though, and there is less than a minute left to go. The destroyer is lurking around here somewhere, but he's got no reason to show himself. He can just stay hidden, even if that enemy Scharnhorst dies, which doesn't appear to be likely. the enemy team is still going to win. Under 40 seconds left to go. So this, as you can see, is going to end in a rather heartbreaking and back-breaking loss for M here. 6 kills to his name, 168,000 damage done. Fantastic job on his part. It's just sad that it is not gonna end in a win. And last shot really here on the Scharnhorst before the time expires. M does have a YouTube channel. You can find it linked in the description below. If you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to my channel too. I am almost at 200 subscribers, so that is great. Thank you for your support. I appreciate it. I will see you next time. Goodbye.